Good afternoon, my name is Kate Darchenko, and today we will talking about Trump policy and also United Nations Organization and World Health Organization. What is the essence of their conflict and why this conflict exists. Let's start from the beginning. As you know, WHO is a part of United Nations, and they work with different questions. Firstly, it's question about protocols for medical services. Also, it's a question about global health, about control of global health, control of global disease, and also they have very huge program of vaccination in the world. So I think that you know their activity in your own country, and they also choose one person to be a head of this organization, and now it's a person doctor from Ethiopia, and some media also wrote that he worked as a lobbyist with China. And that he is very loyal to China Communist Party, and that's why United States don't wanna give money to this organization, because they very loyal to China. Some facts. So really head of WHO has meetings with China Communist Party, and he also publicly said that they are very good and they are a good example in fighting with SARS. Firstly, it's the first epidemic in China, and now it's with COVID-19. But Trump said that problem with China is in their informational policy, and that they for a long time said that in Wuhan everything good. I'm not a physician, I'm not a doctor, medical doctor, that's why I can only analyze this informational campaign, but not results of, for example, medical research and so on and so forth. But it's position of Trump and position of head of WHO. And also some media said that China give money and credit to Ethiopia, and head of WHO he is from Ethiopia, and that's why you also can see connection between this organization and between his own country. But also when we can look through position of WHO, they said that look, Trump don't close the borders for a long time, and we also have not only work for COVID-19, but we also have work about vaccination, and this work and in other vectors, and it's work not less important than for example, COVID. And it's in some points really true, because, for example, poliomyelitis, poly, it's very dangerous disease, and we have vaccine in our world, but many countries haven't, for example, because of war conflict or because of not stable political situation, access to this quite cheap vaccination. All the problems with HIV and so on and so forth. So that's why I think that political war and war with two global economies, of course United States of America and also China, they also shown in situation about giving money, about financing of WHO as a global health organization. I think that stopping of paying money to this organization. If I remember right, the United States give to them more than $400,000, so it's quite big budget. But I think that if they continue, and they will continue work with United Nations, and they're the biggest and one of the most influenced country in the United Nations, they will continue to pay to this organization after ending of this conflict. I think that it's quite important information, because now health problems and also problems in different countries, for example, problems with insurance for low-income families, problems about spreading the virus, it's very connected with local policy and also with global policy in our world. So it's also important to understand that in the United States and in other countries, all political stakeholders waiting for elections, and of course, unfortunately, but it's a political reason, they use this situation for their elections. For example, of course, when Trump give money for middle business, for big business, for individuals, more than 2 trillions, and now it will be, I think, more than 4 trillions. It's also political tool to take money from different lobbyist group to his elections against Biden, as we can see, because Bernie Sanders said that he will support Biden from his political party. And of course, Trump used this situation with COVID-19 a situation to communicate with media and to have a very big number of minutes and of hours in TV, and many attention to his position, and of course to his dotation to individuals and different forms of business. So let's see to this conflict, and be healthy. Have a nice day.